Hello Aquarius, this reading is for you. So we are going to talk about the energy that you're either letting go of or need to let go of approaching the new year, and then the energy that you're coming into or that would, most benefit you to go into as you're moving forward in your progress of the new year. So, first off, we have keep going. So this is the old energy / energy that needs to be filtered out. So with keep going, again, this is from an oracle deck. So this card talks about the highs and lows of life. It also talks about not giving up, and people that don't give up essentially eventually, I don't know why I just said it like that, succeed at whatever it is they're trying to do because they don't stop. They just keep going. It also talks about almost being there and being kind to yourself, because not giving up means that there's going to be failures involved. But there's also going to be successes. So then coming down here to kind of get into a little more what this keep going card is talking about, we got the Queen of Cups. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is very intuitive, understanding, nurturing, very sweet, attractive, emotional intelligence, selfless. So, and she's balanced. I don't know if you see, there's like two fish little John things happening there. And then at her feet, two fish, yin and yang. She's not only has an emotional intelligence, but she's emotionally balanced. And I have to emphasize that when I say she and he, I'm just talking about what's on the cards. I'm not saying specifically to the person listening. She and he are just energies. They are not genders in this reading, okay? And then paired with the Queen of Cups is the Four of Swords. So, and it's coming out in the reverse here. This is the true black tarot here. So, with the Four Swords being in the reverse, this talks about being restless, exhaustion, but still not able to, rest because you're restless, unprepared, needing to heal, so you're wounded, and you at this point in time, even though all that's going on, it's not the time for rest and recuperation. It's the time for action. It's the time for expansion. It's the time to allow things to be as they are, no matter how stressed or overwhelmed you are, because that's what the situation is calling for. So with these two cards coming out together, I really feel like it says keep going. I think what this is talking about is like you seriously need to chill out, because you are clearly coming from a place of love, a place of understanding, a place of balance, but you're overexerting yourself, and you're literally doing it for the betterment of others, but you're ignoring your own personal needs, and that's gonna lead to a crash. It's gonna lead you to a place where you're not gonna be able to keep giving and giving and giving. And this is the Queen of Wands that came out with it to further explain these two cards here pulled from the True Black Tarot. This is from the In Between Tarot. I believe that's what it's called. What's this deck called? Yes, In Between Tarot. So for this particular card, for the Queen of Wands and In Between Tarot talks about achieving the confidence of others, learning to take charge of situations, and people gravitating to you and following your lead because of the actions that you're taking. But this is like kind of like still in learning mode. This is a young woman, even though she is a queen, she's, you know, kind of starting out at her job here. Yeah, moving from the backstage to center stage. So I get why this is talking about this, you overexerting yourself, because you're really just trying to do a good job. And you got a lot of people looking, depending on you and looking at you, watching you, and just waiting for you to fail. And you're not really in a position to have that luxury of failing. At least that's what you feel like, which is the reason why you're not giving yourself time to rest, heal, and recuperate. You just keep going. You just keep pushing through all the BS. So on a short-term scale, that's great. That energy is great. But on a long-term scale, that's a death sentence. Just saying. Metaphorical or actual, however you want to play that, because eventually that kind of not taking time out for yourself and making sure that you're good is going to catch up with you, and when it does, you're going to crash. So this is the energy that needs to stop. Can't take care of others if you don't take care of yourself. And I'm getting like a very motherly type vibe here. It doesn't have to be, again, because it's two queens here. It doesn't have to be a mother. It could also be a father, or it doesn't even have to be like an actual parent. It could just be somebody in a position that's, you know, taking care of other people, or they feel responsible for other people and they're depending on them. So these cards here, this energy that you're moving into, let's see, we have, we have the unknown. So the unknown is exactly what it sounds like, the unknown, aka the future. Have the courage to say yes to adventure. A certainty of life is that change is inevitable. Doorways will open on your path to the unknown future. Okay? And I just want to say, this is the Oracle deck, so that's pulled straight from, you know, the book about these cards. And it says, doors will always open on your path to the unknown future. And what do we have here? We've got two freaking doors. It said doors, plural. Does this not also look like a door? It's an archway. And the rainbow bridge, the unknown. Okay? Okay. So this next door that's coming up is talking about boundaries. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Learn to say no if you don't have the energy to stay away from those that try to keep you small. True friends will support your growth. Your journey will take shape when you stay true to yourself. Okay? And then we've got the next door, the journey. The journey, removing what's obscuring yourself from your true self. Wait. Wait. Removing what's obscuring your true self. We are magnetic when we stay true to ourselves. So it's kind of crazy that these three cards came out all together, because they literally play off of each other. You know, the future is unknown, and it's unknown what's going to happen when you open a door that you've never opened before. You don't know what the room's going to look like. You don't know what it's going to smell like. You don't know what the temperature is going to be. In this case, you know, these doors are literally leading to parallel dimensions. They're doorways in the clouds. All three of these doorways in the clouds, leading you to the sky, leading you to unlimited potential, unlimited everything. And it's really important that this card boundaries here talks about what I had spoken about here, with this energy that needs to be released or that you are releasing. Taking care of yourself, to love yourself. Learn to say no. Can't take care of yourself if you can't take care of others. And then, you know, once you start doing that, the journey is going to be revealed. Like, you already knew exactly where you need to go, what you need to do, when you need to do it, how you need to do it. Like, everything will just fall into place. So, to further explain what's happening here with these cards, we've got the companion deck to the True Black Tarot, Ephemera, these cards here. So here we have the Eight of Swords, and then we also have the Nine of Cups. Sorry. So this Eight of Swords here, you know, it's a bird that all he needs to do is look up and he'll see his exit, but he's looking down. So this is talking about imprisonment, paralysis, self-defeat. Gather your courage, analyze the situation, and realize that freedom is closer than it appears. So it's just a matter of you paying attention to your surroundings and paying attention to the opportunities that are always being presented to you, the doorways that are always opening. You just have to acknowledge them and they'll appear in your reality. This card talked about manifesting and creating, and that's what this is. That's what this is. Once you get rid of the energy that's bogging you down and holding you back, you're free to explore as you will. So then with the Nine of Cups, you know, this is talking about satisfaction, pride, abundance, blessings, fulfillment, wishes granted, contentment, in alignment with the universe. So I think this is a great reading so far, Aquarius. Like, I think you're really getting back to yourself this year. Just so far what the cards are talking about, like, I think you kind of felt really confined and restricted in the past and limited. Because of all the things that you were saying yes to, but it was with good intentions, but you were just kind of holding yourself back because sometimes you just need to say no to some things, and it's okay to take time out for yourself. So I feel like you're getting back into this idea and this understanding of you know, life isn't a chore, life is an adventure. And you never really been worried about what people think about you anyway. So I think this is just like growing up a little bit, like understanding that in the past or this energy that you're letting go of or that needs to be let go of was all based off of like worrying about what other people thought about you and worrying about taking care of other people and always putting yourself in the back seat. But this energy really feels like This is talking about you realizing your worth and your true potential, and also realizing that the obstacles that you thought that you had to deal with was just as easy as deciding that you're just not gonna do that. You're gonna do something else. You know, being the rebel that you truly are. And this card here from the In-Between Tarot, this came out in the reverse. It's Five of Swords. Show it to you in the upright there. Got the moon out bright here. So it's literally like a battle scene. Like, how fucking gruesome is that? It's kind of hard to see, but there's the fallen, and there's one soldier left. And he's okay, he won, but did he really win? He's the only one left alive. Looks pretty grim and beautiful. So with this card being in the reverse, it's talking about feeling called to stay when you want to leave. But like, there's a lot that is unknown and you need more information, but you know which direction you want to take. This is also talking about moving in the shadows, as one of the YouTubers I watch likes to say. So moving in the shadows isn't being sneaky. I mean, it kind of is being sneaky, but not really. It's just like kind of keeping to yourself. Not putting all your cards out on the table, not telling everyone or showing everyone what you're doing and all the details. You're not giving anyone an opportunity to sabotage you. You're not worried about them. Like, literally. Okay. So I think this is pretty great, actually, because even though there aren't any pentacle cards here, like, you're really pulling your shit together and really putting into perspective what's important to you, and understanding that doesn't make you selfish, because you're really truly just starting to pay attention to what's important to you, and you're not worried about taking people out or proving your point. You're worried about doing you, which is fucking phenomenal. I'm gonna use the Before Tarot 5th deck for final messages and advice. Just shuffle these up a little bit. Final messages and advice for Aquarius, please. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Okay. I don't know why I flipped that, but I flipped it. Okay. One more card. Oh, 2 more cards. Okay. They're both in the reverse. What is this? The 6. So those came out together. Okay, so final messages and advice for Aquarius. No, this looks a little overwhelming. There's a lot of cards, but that's okay. So we got the King of Cups in the reverse. or excuse me, Knight of Cups in the reverse. We do have the King of Cups, but it's in the upright. So with the King of Cups, or why do I keep saying that? The Knight of Cups in the reverse. Because this is the before tarot. This is before they take. This is before the knights actually embark on their journey. I think this is talking about contemplating what your journey will be, or even if you're going to embark on it. And the reason I say that is the next one is the King of Cups here, and it literally looks like he's sitting in contemplation. He doesn't even see the hand coming out of nowhere holding a cup for him. And again, it's like a cup is being offered and they're not taking it because it's in the reverse. So he is taking it in the card, but it's in the reverse. So, and well, I guess technically a cup isn't being offered. And here a cup is being offered and he's completely oblivious to it because he's so deep in thought. And a cup usually is a symbol of, like the Ace of Cups, new love, new passion. I feel like this is talking about focusing on maybe an old passion or like something that you put on the back burner because your past responsibilities in life kind of got in the way. I also think this is talking about not depending on others to fill your cup. Self-love. And again, this is touching on being incredibly intuitive. This may also be talking, this is the second reading I've done where there's a potential for a relationship coming in 2025 because we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. It's just a matter of working through your shit. Like both of them need to work. You each are on your own individual journeys working through your shit. And, there may be a chance that you might meet somebody that will be that person. That will be the one that's easy in every way. It's not work. People say that relationships take work, and sure they do. But when you are with that person, it's effortless. There are always going to be times when it's difficult. That comes with being around anybody for X amount of time, and there are nuances and what have you getting on your nerves. I love my cats to death, but they definitely get on my nerves, for example. It doesn't stop me from loving them. And it doesn't stop them getting on my nerves when they get on my nerves. I also think this is really talking about paying attention to your feelings and what you need emotionally, because you have to make sure you're good, especially if you're thinking about being in a serious relationship with somebody, like the relationship, which I think most people date and are in a relationship because that's what they want. They want the relationship. That's the end all be all, and that's it. I don't really know if there is such a thing. I mean, scratch that. I know that there is such a thing, but it doesn't mean it's in the cards for everybody. But, keep doing you and working on yourself. That could be a potential future outcome. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse. So, again, I get this feeling of like not necessarily taking action, but making sure the conditions are right and paying attention to everything before taking action. And really paying attention to how it makes you feel before taking action on something. Another Cups card in the reverse. I think it's almost like anything where, like, the King of Cups is in the reverse here, and we got the Knight of Cups, the Page of Cups. Both of these in the reverse. So it's almost like that immature type of emotional energy, like you just don't have time for it, which is great. And you're not afraid of emotions. You're not afraid to really get deep in there. And because you're not afraid of that, you're willing to go there with somebody or with something that you're like incredibly passionate about and that you truly love. Like you're not afraid to go there. Those kind of things, like you know how to manage those things, because the King of Cups manages his emotions. And by manage, it doesn't mean suppress. It means work through them and allows them to be what they are and not suppress them. And then at the end, we got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I think it's the first Pentacle card. It's in the reverse. So 2025 is not about a monetary journey. This is about an inward journey. This is about knowing your worth. This is about not accepting anything but what you feel is your worth. Like you're not going to settle. You're not going to give out more than you get back, which I feel like that's what was happening in the past. That doesn't mean that your heart is closed, because the King of Cups is here. Your heart is very open. It's just, only open to very select few. Keeping your circle small and focusing on what's important, which isn't money. All right, well, that is my reading for Aquarius, and I hope that you got something out of it. I hope it resonated with you in some way, shape, or form. And if you made it this far, please like the video. Please subscribe. It helps the algorithm. It helps more people see the messages. And you'll get notifications, hopefully, when I post stuff. I don't post that often. I do try to not get caught up in my own life, but what else can you do but get caught up in your life, you know? Thank you so much for viewing my content, and I hope you're having a wonderful, amazing day, night, week, month, year, whatever. Time is an illusion. All right, have fun, rock your world. Bye.